Hello, second grade. It's Mr. Mousehand coming to you once again from my place. I still miss you guys very, very much. It's only week 2, and things are still just as lonely. You know, it's just, I don't know. It's hard. It's hard not being in the school, not seeing you guys in the hallways, not having, the fun posters around, not having seeing you guys face to face and playing musical freeze and singing "This song's gonna get stuck inside your head." Although you can always play that song at home if you want to. I'd love to find out if you've been, kind of playing that one for your parents and seeing how they're reacting to that one. All right, so today we're going to kind of review the treble clef, because I know some of you have been struggling with that. Then we're going to review drawing that treble clef one last time. I think I found an easier way, in case you guys need it. Then we are going to review the note names. I know. Why are we reviewing that, Mr. Mousehand? Well, it's because some people have, kind of struggled with it, which is okay. There's a lot of it. There's a lot of notes, all right? And then, to add to that, we learned more notes, okay, below the staff. So we need to kind of review those too. And then we're going to review the rules of writing, or composing is the word, composing a piece of music. All right, so we're going to do all that in probably 15 to 16 minutes. All right, so here we go. To draw a treble clef. So if you are a pro, congratulations if you are, you do one line down, you do the backwards S, and then you do a loop-de-loop around the G. Well, the loop-de-loop kind of starts in the A and then goes around to the G, but you know what I mean. Ta-da! There you go, treble clef. But if you need to take it a little bit slower, please do, okay? And do it like this. Start with step 1, a line straight down, okay? Then do a backwards S, and then halt that little guy down at the bottom. Stop him right there. And then here's what you're going to do. Make him go around, and then stop at the G. That's step 3. Then the final step. Make a kind of sideways 6, and finish him off around the G. Aha! Well, Mr. Mousehand, that might be actually easier. It could. Or I just might have made things a little bit more confusing. I'll let you decide. So again, here's a different way of doing it. A line down, a backwards S, stop at the bottom. Then we go around, stop at the G. And then a sideways 6. Kind of a sideways 6. Sort of. Okay? So that's kind of the way you could do that, if you felt adventurous. All right. Moving on to notes, because I really want to make sure that we've got notes on here. Oh, I've said this before and I'll say it again. I really miss my smartboard. I was singing a tune from one of my favorite musicals, Carousel, and in the musical they say, "We said it before and we'll say it again. We all had a real good time." No? Did that make you laugh at home? We gotta have to laugh every once in a while. So if you're gonna laugh at my silliness, okay? Even if I can't see you're laughing right now. Alright, so treble clef. We did that. Now we're gonna review the notes. So I'm gonna draw my treble clef again. 1, 2, 3. That's how quick I've gotten. I practiced and practiced and practiced at home. So we have every good boy does fine on the line. E, G, B, D, F. Or some of my older kids like to say, egg-ba-duffa. I don't know why we came up with that, but I think it's because egg-ba-duffa. Egg-ba-duffa. Every good boy does fine. On the line. Then in our spaces we have F, A, C, E, face in the space. Then at one point, I said to you, the men and the women who created this system got together and said, hey, eventually, we're gonna run out of notes to use. If we use just these notes, then our songs are gonna be limited. So, they said, well, what about the space below and the space above? And everybody was like, brilliant! Absolutely brilliant! Why didn't we think of this earlier? So they did. They said, let's use this right here. And that note right there is G. For our class, we're calling it high G. Right? Why are we calling it high G? Because high G is a little bit higher than that F. Otherwise, we're going to confuse it with that G right there. Too many G's. So let's call that one high G and that one regular G. Okay? Now, notes below the staff. If that one's E, what about this one right here? Let's see. F, E, let's see. Even without the musical alphabet, if we were just thinking about the regular alphabet, let's see. F, E, aha! D is in the regular alphabet as well. So, that note would be D. The space below would be D. Okay. But you couldn't, if you wanted to create a note, you couldn't just do this below that. Why? Well, because then you could just say, well, is that D too? Yeah, that could be D. You can't just write a note there and say, oh, that's D. And is that D? 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 That D? That D? Is that all D? No! No! So, we have to have something to kind of keep the staff going. So, those men and women were so smart that they came up with something else. We talked about it in class before we left. Starts with an L. The first word starts with an L. And the second word starts with an L. Rhymes with Wedger Wines. And it's ledger lines. And we draw a little bit of line down here. It's called a ledger line. Okay? And right here is middle C. That note is middle C. So we have C, middle C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. This one we're just calling regular C, okay? Just C or regular C, okay? Otherwise, if I hear you say C, I'm just going to think you're talking about this one from now on, all right? You got to call this one middle C, and you got to call this G high G, okay? So take a good look at this staff, because these are the notes you can use. All right? All right. So, now that we've got that underway, and remember, you can come back to this video for your assignment tonight. Oops. Did I forget to mention that? Yes, there is an assignment for this week. But don't worry, it won't be due until next week. Next Tuesday for Mrs. Langley's class, and next Wednesday for Mrs. Carrier's class. Okay? So here we go. I gotta erase all this because I need my space. Rules of composing. So, the rules of composing are as follows. Step 1. Make sure you have a treble clef. Well, make sure you have a staff and a treble clef. That's really important. Why? Because you can't write music without them. I mean, that's like one of the most important things, right? Okay. Step 2. Choose a time signature. Now remember, what was a time signature? A time signature told us how many beats are in a measure, right? If you have a time signature of 4, 4, that means 4 beats in a measure. Okay? And that a quarter note gets 1 beat, right? Or 3/4. So choose a time signature, 4/4 or 3/4. Step number 3. Choose how many measures. You'll write or you'll compose. Okay? So, sorry, my handwriting's a little bit off today. This board's a bit shaky. So how many measures are you going to write? For your assignment this week, you're going to only write 2. I've already decided that for you. Sorry. I want to make it easy as possible for you. Okay? But if you want to write more than 2, you're welcome to. But I'm only asking you to write 2. Okay. Sorry, I have to erase this so soon. But don't worry. I'll put something on Google Classroom with these steps. Number 4, choose, or write out, actually, write out what rhythms you're going to use. Okay, so what rhythms are you going to use? Are you going to use quarter notes, eighth notes, half notes? We know a lot of rhythms at this point. So it's up to you to decide. Number 5, and this is a big one. Decide which notes to use. Decide which notes. That's the very last step. Okay? I want you to use these steps in order. Why? Because this makes it so much easier. If you kind of jump around, then it takes so much longer to write your song. Okay? So, your assignment for this week is you are going to write 2 measures for me. You can use any of the notes we talked about. You have to use the steps that we just talked about so that I know you actually watched this video. Okay? You're going to take a picture of it with your Chromebook, so you're going to have to watch the video I posted on Friday, okay, in the classwork. Then you're going to attach it to your assignment, okay, by going into Google Drive. Well, you'll have to save the picture that you take into Google Drive and attach it to an assignment that I'll put up later. Then you'll click the Submit button to me. All right? If you can't do that for some reason, you can email the assignment to me. That's fine too. Okay? I can't wait to see what you guys come up with. Remember, 2 measures is all I'm asking. That's not tons. Okay? I think you can do it. I know you can do it. All right? So, again, I miss you all very, very much, and I hope you're doing well. Take care.